I decided to start doing fenugreek mask. That was when my problem started. Just give myself some sense. Hello guys, so today's video is going to be a continuation of the previous video I posted where I talked about my natural hair growth journey from 2020 when I did my big chop up until now, and I did promise I was going to do a follow-up video because there I shared my progress and all that I've been doing from that time up to from 2020 up until now. But it's very important to balance both sides because I can't come here and tell you guys that I've not had my own setbacks, you know, things that I wish that I had done differently or things that I wish I did not do so that I could grow my hair longer than it is right now. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the setbacks that I've had over the course of these 3 years, and this is what most of us naturals go through that we might not come out here to share with you guys every single day, but it's very important because we have people that are looking up to us in terms of growing healthy natural hair. So I like to give you guys the full picture of what it looks like. So without much talk, let's get into this video. So I've had setbacks, like I said. Number one will be the use of hair mask. So I did mention in my previous video, I talked about hair masks, the benefits, how it helps your hair to grow, but it's very, very important to know how to use this hair mask because if you are not careful, it's going to do you more harm than good. Now, I love Ayurvedic tips. I love Ayurvedic caps, but it's very important to know how to use them. It's easy to get carried away when everybody is using fenugreek, everybody is using cloves, you know, everything is all Ayurveda all over. But if you don't know how to use them, you just have a bad result. So I think that is where a lot of people started having issues with, most especially cloves. You know, they didn't know how to use them, they didn't know which type of hair would be okay to use them or the frequency they should use such herbs. But then when I heard about fenugreek and I decided to start doing fenugreek mask, that was when my problem started. It was fun doing it. Like, I have a video I did fenugreek mask and I showed you guys. But after that time, like, my healthy ends became thinner. I'm not saying they are not good, please don't get me wrong, they are very, very good. This I still use them as spritz. So what I did was to convert them into spritz, like teas. So I don't do them as the mask, kind of mask you use as a conditioner. I do them as a leave-in, like a water-based stuff. So I soak them, use them to spritz my hair. So that is how I was able to switch them back to using them as teas, and I began to see changes. This year I started trimming off some of my hair from the, you know, just little by little, like quarter or less than quarter. Started doing dusting the ends of my hair just so that I could have that balance, you know, and, you know, kind of start afresh. So I started using leave-in conditioners to strengthen my hair. I started deep conditioning my hair with other conditioners and all that. So I just did the basics, the things I started off with, just leave-in oils and you know, sealing with my shea butter mix because I still make that myself till today. The lesson I've learned from this is that most of these Ayurvedic herbs contain protein, and if your hair is sensitive to protein, that is where the damage will begin to come in. I'm not saying my hair is sensitive to protein because I use raw eggs, like I said in my previous video. I was using raw eggs. In fact, that was what I started with when I started growing out my hair. The lady that encouraged me to, kind of inspired me to start my hair growth journey on Facebook. She uses eggs, so egg was what I was using, raw eggs. So my hair is definitely not sensitive to protein, but it's like most of these Ayurvedic herbs contain lots of protein, and I was combining all of them together and using them in that raw form, that masky form, I feel it was too heavy for my hair strands. So that's what I think. I even have a video where I had to cut because the front of my hair, the way the thing was just thinning, I had to cut it off. That is why my front hair is like a bit shorter now. So I just needed to start off afresh. So that was one of the setbacks I had last year, and this year I decided, look, I'm going for healthy hair over length. Yes, I do want the length. Each and every one of us want the length, but I'm going to be more focused on healthy hair. So I stopped doing the hair mask. I still know there are some naturals who do this hair mats in form of that paste, and it works fine for them. Their hair is flourishing because they have stronger hair strands, they have thicker hair strands, you know, than mine, and they're able to navigate their way through this. So but for me, it didn't work out for me, but I'm still using fenugreek. I still have my fenugreek. See, my fenugreek is almost out. I still have my fenugreek seeds. I still have my cloves. I still have my rosemary. So I still love Ayurvedic herbs. There is no changing my mind with that. So but what I do is I infuse them in my oils. Yes, I infuse them in my oils, and I do them as a tea spray. So each time you see me spray my hair with some, you know, spritz, that is not just an ordinary spritz. That is my cloves, that is my fenugreek, that's my rosemary. So I prefer it that way. You know, it helps me that way. So that is why I always tell people to see what works for you. There is no bucket rule. There's no fixed rule to what you should do and what you should not do to grow out your natural hair. I played around with a lot of things. So some worked for me, some did not work for me, and those things that did not work for me, I just stopped using them, and those things that worked for me, I continued using them. So if you're growing out your natural hair and you're sort of confused, this YouTuber is asking you to use fenugreek, this one is asking you not to use fenugreek, this one is asking you to use a mask, this one is asking you not to use a mask, please don't be confused. Don't be. They're just giving you the basics. So it's now left for you to pick what you have to pick, test them out, and see if they work for you. If they don't work for you, fine, drop them and look for something else that works, because you need to sift out the information you get. So if you get an information that tells you to do something, we always say, at least I always say, have like a patch test. Take some parts of your hair and try out that mask, that method that they are asking you to try, and see how your hair reacts to it before you decide to use it all over your hair. Because trust me, as good as that product is, as good as that mask is, it might not work for you. There's a probability that it might not work for you. So why not just have a test of it first? And usually I recommend at the back of your hair, have a test of it, see how your hair do, and then before you go ahead and adopt it into your hair care routine. One important thing that I've learned is that even if you have setbacks, you don't dwell on it. You don't just start jumping around and looking for something to cure your setbacks. You have thinning ends and you're looking for a magic product, because that's what I see more often. A lot of people, maybe they are having receding edges, and they'll start asking me, what cream do I use to make my hair grow out, to make my scalp fuller, to do this, to do that? And guys, there is no magic out there for growing out natural hair. If you're complaining of receding edges, what are you doing to your edges? I've come across people who complain a lot about receding edges. Their edges don't go, their edges do that, and they still put in those hairstyles that pick out their edges. So I'm like, oh, what? You don't do something that is detrimental to your hair, to the growth of your hair, and you're not asking for some magic product to fix that for you. It's not possible. So what I did when I realized my ends were thinning, I just had to take a pause and just pay attention, and just analyze everything. And I discovered, okay, I've just recently started doing a mask in a paste form. So maybe that is what is causing it. And I just gave myself some sense. So I stopped using those pastes, those hair masks, and just did my regular routine, water, oils, butters, and that was it, guys. So now I can look at my hair and like, what? This is my hair. So it was just mask. It's not meant to work for me. It's not working for me. There's nothing I can do about it. I love to put paste on my hair, do play around with them, do some videos with them, but it's not working for me, and I'm not going to force myself to do something that is not working for me just simply because I want to put content out there. I want people to see I'm using fenugreek mask, or I want people to see I'm using hibiscus mask and all that. No, my hair comes first. The health of my hair comes first. Just make sure that whatever you're doing is good for you. We're talking about your own hair, not my own hair. Your own hair. I'm interested in you growing out your natural hair. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're yet to watch my previous one where I showed you guys my videos from the beginning, from when I started my YouTube channel, how my hair was, it's a step, it's a process. Yes, hair growth journey is a process. It's not a one-day job. It's not something you just wake up to overnight and you start getting that. No, it's a process. So you have to be consistent. The name of the game is consistency. If you're not consistent, trust me, it doesn't matter the expensive products you use. It doesn't matter what you use. Your hair is not going to reach its fullest potential. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please do give this video a huge thumbs up. Like this video, please. Let's grow this channel. Like this video, that like button you see on your screen. Comment in the comment section what you think about it, and if you have been growing out your natural hair, how long have you been doing that, and what have also been your setbacks. Yes, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, and follow me also on Facebook at Joybe Naturals, on TikTok at Joybe Naturals, and also on Instagram at Joybe Naturals. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.